I am going to explain and demonstrate to you how to reassure your child she is safe so that she no longer needs to look for you. It is important that you watch it from beginning to end. Effective solutions to a problem start with a good understanding of it. First, let's look at the core of sleep problems for toddlers. Around the age of 7 months, a baby realizes that she is actually separate from her mother and totally dependent on her for survival. From now on, each time she believes she is left alone, she feels an intense fear. The child will try to regain her sense of security by protesting, crying, or raging. How do parents normally respond to a fearful baby? They instinctively come back to reassure her that she is safe and secure. Let's look at it from the child's perspective. Mom is with me. I am secure and happy. Mom is gone. I am not secure. To get Mom back, I have to act. I cry, scream. Mom is coming back. I am secure again. I relax. When you look at this chain of beliefs, from the child's perspective, you can see that the child has learned that to get Mom back, she needs to act. This makes her feel as if her safety is under her control. To get Mom back, I have to act. Just imagine yourself as a passenger in an airline, where you have to occasionally check if the pilot is in charge of the airplane. Scary, isn't it? In the reassurance technique, we create a twist to the child's story. Mom will be there before she initiates any response, and she will learn that her safety is in Mom's hands. By coming back before the child cries, you transform the third belief. Instead of, to get Mom back, I have to act, you now create the belief, to get Mom back, I need to do nothing because Mom always comes back. Trust is what you are establishing here, and trust is at the heart of this technique. As you can see, the purpose of the technique is to take control of the child's security out of her hands and put it entirely into your hands. When this happens, the child can let go and easily falls asleep. Let's see how it works. To reassure your child that she is totally secure, you come back to check on her as many times as she needs. While I talk, Hagar and her daughters have volunteered to demonstrate the technique for you. Once your child is in bed, ready to sleep, you make the following deal with her. She stays in bed, and you always come back. You can reassure her with these words. I have noticed that you don't like it when I leave you here by yourself. It is scary for you when you don't see me. So what I am going to do from now on is come back again and again to check that everything is okay with you. You don't need to do anything. Just stay in bed, and I will come back to you. I will come back only if you stay in bed, though. Now look at me and see how I do it. Your child will pick up the message of reassurance from your calm tone of voice. Now you can leave the room and disappear behind the door for just a second. Then you come back to the child. When you are close to her face, say, well done for staying in bed. You see, you stay in bed and I come back. I will always come back. Look at me doing it again. You leave again, and this time for just a bit longer. You repeat this, walking in and out, while gradually increasing the wait time by a few seconds each time. From time to time, give the child a word of encouragement for staying in bed. With the help of the camera, let's now take a look from the child's point of view. This is what we see through her eyes. To effectively use this technique, be sensitive to the length of time your child can tolerate not seeing you. Remember that you are the one who is in charge of her security. If she calls you, then you will have to return to a shorter waiting time. For a child aged 12 to 20 months, the reassurance is more effective through touch rather than sight. Gently stroke or tap your child several times and then have a moment's break. You will have to be extremely sensitive to the length of your breaks, since at this developmental stage, separation anxiety is at its peak. Being left alone will not be tolerated for long. If you understand the core principle behind this technique, you can apply it at any occasion that provokes intense separation anxiety. An example is in your child's first days in daycare. Make excuses to disappear and reappear, like taking another toy, getting a drink of water, visiting the bathroom, or forgetting something in the car, etc. Remember to always reappear before she calls you. Now, let's address some of the common questions. What if the child refuses to stay in bed? If the child has a history of long struggles and poor trust, she may refuse to stay in bed, even for a few seconds. In this case, you start by walking 2 to 3 steps away from the bed and quickly come back saying, "See, I am coming back. Now see me doing it again." Repeat a few times before you begin to disappear briefly behind the door. What if the child leaves the bed after I started? Remind her of the deal, and remind her you will not come back if she gets out of bed. If she still gets out of bed, close the door behind you for 1 to 2 seconds and then reopen it. She will likely scream, but you will quickly remind her that she should be in bed in order for you to come back. Once she is in bed, she will get what she wants. Mom is coming back. How long does it take? If there is a long history of failed attempts to settle her, then you might need to do a lot of walking, perhaps even for an hour on the first night. As her trust grows, you will notice that it takes less and less time to settle her. Normally, we can establish enough trust within a week and complete the process within 5 to 10 minutes by the end of that week. What if they wake up in the middle of the night? Once you have established a deep sense of trust, the child probably won't feel the same terror if she finds herself alone in the dark. However, if it does happen when you are fast asleep, don't start the process again, but use the fastest and simplest way to get your child back to sleep. Put a mattress on the floor next to your bed and get the child to sleep next to you, but not with you. This way, you meet her need for safety without the pleasure associated with sharing the bed with parents. Alternatively, you may put the mattress next to her bed and lie next to her until she falls asleep. Such wake-ups during the night are less likely to occur because your child will internalize that she is safe when you are not around. What is more, she won't need you in order to fall back to sleep because with the reassurance technique, she falls asleep on her own. What if my child goes back to their old habits? Sometimes, even if the learning was successful, the child may regress. This can happen after a stressful event that changes her routine, like illness, transition, or a crisis in the family. In this case, you simply need to refresh her learning by repeating the process. A child's sense of trust and security is like a plant that we need to water from time to time. The gift. By reassuring your child that she is totally secure, you instill in her brain an essential skill for future happiness, the ability to trust and let go. This is an invaluable gift for life that you offer her. I hope you find the technique helpful. I would love to hear your feedback. I wish you good luck and sleep well.